A few years ago, we made a decision that changed everything.
Okay, we're clear.
I'm a rugged, manly wilderness boy now. So this happened. Coming up on this episode.
What do you think of it? It looks like we're moving. Or we're having a big garage sale. The skirting's going to need to be done for when we come back this winter because we've got a new sled. This is day 2 and we're doing this again.
We are.
But today we're taking the bed out. We're taking every single thing out of the cabin and we are doing the floor today. Woohoo! Woohoo is right. We're doing the floor. So for the next few minutes, we're just going to be unpacking everything. And this is going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work, but it's okay. Let's do an update. Okay. This has not been this way since we got this cabin because the first night we had little air breads. So this is what it looks like. This is the cabin, everyone. This is what we live in when we're here building. And it really was originally just supposed to be to get us out of the rain. But it's kind of morphed into something way more to us. And it's a big, beautiful bedroom. It's a dry cabin. Okay, pardon this. This is not how our kitchen looks. Everything is propped up, as you'll see. From the outside, we've got everything.
We're just taking
garage sale.
Yeah, no kidding.
Bird Island garage sale. Stuff for sale. Anyway, so
It does look like a yard sale.
it does. It looks like a garage sale. We are having such a hard time deciding. This is the flooring that we got initially, and we've had it sitting here for 3 years. For 3 seasons, at least. It's got like a grayish tinge, and so does the wardrobe, and so does the fridge, and so do the blinds. It does go that way.
I think it breaks up the wood, which it needs to do.
Yeah, that's true. The other is much more like the actual cedar walls kind of a look, which I really like because it's got a lot of texture to it. And the other one has no texture hardly at all. So we're taking the plastic off the fridge once we get the floor done. And we're doing cupboards. We're doing a stand for the microwave. I always put our water, I put a hoodie on it because we don't want anything growing in it. We're gonna have to take the stove out today, but we can leave the media center in. So this is the deal. This is the original flooring that we chose. See the little bit of gray? It's a bit busier in terms of having a lot of texture. It's vinyl flooring, and we needed vinyl because it's a cabin out in the wilderness. This is the next one.
This is thicker.
It's thicker.
Yeah.
Which is thicker?
This is.
Is it?
It'll wear better. Yeah. Okay, watch. See, you can tell it's thicker, eh?
Oh yeah, that one's actually thicker. Yeah, it is a bit thicker, isn't it? Huh. It's a hard decision.
Yeah, it is. It's thicker.
And wider.
Yeah.
I like the wide stuff. No, it's a hard decision. We need more pieces, I think, to be able to really see. See our new lanterns beside the bed? I love them. And honey, want to turn one on? See if you can. Oh, nice. There you go. Those are the new grizzly bear wall sconces. I just thought they were absolutely perfect.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they really are. And you know what? We got them off Amazon. And we thought, well, you know, you never know really what you get. But they are such good quality for the price, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're really quite pleased with them. We got to figure this out because today's the day. We're going to open up this life-proof vinyl flooring that we just got from Home Depot. It's 22 mil. Wear a layer.
I'm just going to get a knife.
And they're wide width planks, which I kind of like. It's completely waterproof, which we love. The underlay is actually attached right to the flooring. And it's just a click to lock installation. There's a lifetime warranty and a 20-year commercial warranty. So I don't really know. I mean, that's this one, this very first one here. And we brought a sample home. And then we've got the other. It's such a hard decision.
Vinyl flooring, you say? Well, it's come a long way in recent years. It's basically bulletproof, and the installation is pretty straightforward, which I will show you here in a little bit.
Feels skookum.
I know, it's very nice stuff. I like it.
It does. It feels pretty skookum.
The wider planks do have some advantages. They are thicker, which is always good, and it will take fewer courses to cover the floor because of their width. We're just not sure about the color though.
Nice.
This might not be life-proof.
Really?
Might not be. I'm going to go get a box and see.
I like the fact that some doesn't have anything on it. That's neat. It's just light colored flooring. It just clips together like that. What do you think of it?
There's things I like about this one.
Yeah.
Being wider, it'll take less time to put in. Easier to clean.
Yeah, easier to clean because...
But it'll look dirty. That won't.
Well, we don't want it dirty. You see, I like the fact that I will know this is always clean just by looking at it. You may miss stuff on that one. That's the thing. Like, I like knowing that under the bed is clean, even though no one else can see it. That one has a lot of texture. This one doesn't have so much, so it's almost a bit more calming to the wall. Oh, it's such a hard decision. It looks like we're moving. Or we're having a big garage sale. I don't think we're going to get many customers, though. So the decision, I think, has been made. This lighter strip underneath, you can see these two. I love it. It's very, very light and will get dirty and you'll see it. And Ryan walks in with his work boots. The one at the top there, you can see a slightish gray hue. And then when you look at the walls, sometimes there's a line of gray. So he's put some more of that together here, and I actually think it looks really nice. So I've left the decision to him. And what's your decision, honey?
Let's go with this stuff.
Go with this.
Yep.
It's not quite as thick, but we're going to have some really nice insulation under the cabin. And so I think we'll be okay.
I think it'll look nice.
I think it'll look really nice.
I think the size of the plank goes better with the size of the stuff we have.
All right, here we go. You catching some rays? Are you having a nice day, Opal? Sitting on the hot sand. Oh, I can hear the fish jumping behind you. I actually think if I took the boat out right now, I would catch a fish. There's a garage sale for you. So the floor is done. What do you guys think? Just teasing. What we're doing here is we are just laying them out to see how much he's going to need to cut off. He wants to have the slimmer piece that he's going to need to cut. He wants to have it against this wall because it'll be under the bed, under the media center. And we want to keep that nice big full-size board right at the door rather than have a little tiny one there. I'm really happy with the floor. I think it's so sweet. What do you think?
I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm putting some spacers here so that it allows for thermal expansion. And this little gap here will be covered by the baseboard, so the floor will be able to expand and contract without buckling. If you don't have this, your floor will heave in the middle.
So those are 1/4 inch spacers there.
Yeah, these are wedges, but they're 1/4 inch on the thick side. So I'll run them all along the wall. I'll tape them up so they don't fall. And then we'll butt the floor up against it. There we go. So we'll then measure that at the door. And we'll know exactly how thick to make this first course. We'll take that measurement, transfer it over here, rip this whole edge, and then we'll be good to go. Once we get started, it'll go pretty quick. This is going to be, wow, that's narrow. It's 3 7/16.
Ooh, we weren't supposed to go under 5, were we?
No, we don't want to go under 5. That side, we'll just glue it. I'm going to get the table saw, bring it out. I'm going to get the chop saw, bring it out. And we'll start.
I don't know if any of you remember the episode where we put the shelter logic up and then we came back in the spring and it was as flat as a pancake because the snow had gotten it, and we did it quickly and we didn't reinforce and just wanted to see if it would be okay and protect some things. Well, some of those things are sitting on that plywood over there right now, and it was our flooring that we bought 3 seasons ago. It's supposed to be waterproof, and it appears that it is because quite a few of them are wet. So they're sitting out in the sunshine today, and we're hoping that they'll get all fixed up. There are a few that are broken, which is odd to me because they were within a box of ones that weren't broken, and I just can't understand how some could be and some aren't. Because they're all rigid and you can't move them. But I don't know what happened exactly. So we're going to try to maybe save some of the broken pieces, eh, honey?
Yeah.
He's just brought them out.
Broken near the end. And we're going to have some cut pieces.
Oh, that's true.
So we'll just have to be smart about what we do.
Yeah, that's true. I did forget about that. Okay. So some of them will be salvageable. And we'll just keep going.
Even though the flooring is packaged in cardboard, the tongues can still be broken by rough handling. So, if you decide on purchasing vinyl flooring for a project of your own, be sure to handle the boxes gently.
Okay, what was that measurement? I'm going to go rip those boards, 4 of them.
We just watched a video on installing this vinyl flooring because Ryan's done engineered wood floors installation before, but not this. Apparently it's really no fuss, no muss. They just said that you probably wouldn't want a piece less than 5 inches at the end. But that's at the end where it isn't abutted against a wall or underneath some trim. And that's what we'll have, is some trim along the bottom. That'll keep everything nice and secure. So our second row is done. It's looking good. I'm just going to go in up and take this plastic piece off. Get on the scaffolding because it's very, very, very hot in here in this cabin. There's the view. Are you be ready to turn the fan on, honey, when I turn it off?
Yeah, sure.
When I pull it off? Okay. Yeah, should I just leave it partially unleashed?
Pull it down from the top.
Pull it right off?
You can pull it down from the top and hang it over the railing there.
Okay.
I installed that exhaust fan at the high point of the wall to quickly expel the hot air that collects up at the peak of the ceiling. It makes quite a difference, and at maximum speed it changes the air inside the cabin over 16 times an hour.
That's a nice piece for the front of the door. Do you want me to step on it?
Yeah, thanks.
It's important to use a block with a dead blow hammer to fully seat the joints of the flooring. I like to lay the boards out ahead of time to see how it's all going to look before I clip them together. This ensures I keep the final pattern looking random. It's a simple process really, just don't rush it. All you do is set the tongue into the groove, bend it down till it clicks in and lays flat, then tap it in with a block to seal up the joint. I found this a little easier than using my arms.
Okay, last course. Now I want a full one in there. I don't want to break it up.
Nice. That is a nice piece too.
So we'll measure this accordingly. We're gonna have to rip each one of these, eh? This is 20 1/8. Okay. Each one of these will be custom. 20 1/8.
These are shades for the media table and food prep windows.
Well, here it is. The floor is done, and I really like the look of it. Although the other flooring may have been of better quality, I think this was a good choice aesthetically. Let us know what you think in the comments.
We've waited a long time to do this. And you know why we're taking it off?
Why?
Because our floor is in!
Hey.
Floor is in!
Look it. It's in.
Our floor is in and it looks terrific.
It really does. Oh wow, the fridge looks so much nicer with the plastic off.
That looks better.
It really does. Did you hit your head?
Yeah.
You hit your head?
Yeah.
Oh, it's where your light was just now.
Oh.
Oh, that's where it was.
Yeah, but I did hit it. Remember when I hit it with the...
Yeah, but you didn't have a mark for that time.
Oh.
No.
Well, that was a long time coming, that mark.
No, yeah, because this is just from the light. This is just from the headlamp.
I didn't realize I had one. Wow, does it ever look good in here?
Now, what's with our bird today?
There it goes. It wasn't singing.
He doesn't sing. He just... He moves his mouth like that.
He's a silent tweeter.
Mm-hmm. But I really like him. We've got the bird motif going on here.
Oh, I'd say so.
Yeah.
And this here, this is cordage made from dog bane.
Yeah, we kept it there because Greg Ovens made that for us.
Yeah. So when he comes to visit, he'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nighttime at Bird Island. And look at over there. There's the greenhouse.
You see how the panels there are in the sun except on the right hand side? That shading on the right hand side will actually affect this whole string. I'm talking about that shading right there. So it's 11 o'clock and I want the panels to be in full sun. Let's have a look at the trees.
So that big tree there is blocking the early morning sun onto the panels. Well, actually it's not really early morning, it's 11 o'clock, so we should be getting full sun on the panels now. So I'm gonna have to take that tree down, but I was gonna take that tree down anyways, so that's good. And then as we move over, there may be a couple other trees there that are going to actually block the sun from hitting the solar panels, so I may have to take another couple of trees down. The problem is, as we get later in the season, it's just about September now, and I've noticed the sun is already getting lower in the sky. So the lower the sun gets in the sky, the easier it is for the trees to block the sun from shining fully on the panels. So we have to take all that into consideration and sculpt our land accordingly. Yesterday I built this box. It's going to go over top of our exhaust vent. And it's got a lid on it that you can take off, because in the winter time you want to fill this full of insulation, right? Otherwise you have cold air coming in. But it's got a nice bug screen on it, and should work pretty good. So I'm going to put it up right now.
Oh, that is a nice box, and it's got the trim and color of the building too.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That is really nice.
So I'm hoping it's going to go on without a problem. And it should.
That bug screen was just perfect.
Yeah. That's going to fit nicely. Make sure it is on the right way. It's gonna just fit.
Perfect.
Wow, it'll just fit. There. And I'll paint that in, and then the paint will act like glue, right? And then this thing,
I like that box.
it's just like that.
That looks so neat too.
Yeah, does it work?
Works beautifully.
Oh, sweet. That'll work, eh? I'm going to turn the fan on, and I'm going to see if it's going to blow it off.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Didn't blow it off. Okay. Another job well done.
Sort it out.
That is totally sorted out. We've got some pants.
That's my uniform. These are my favorite pants.
Unbelievable. Do you think we should get you some more?
Yeah, I like these kind. I wore them a lot.
Yeah, no, you do. You have. And the thing of it is you actually have some more.
Yeah,
more
but
than-
these ones are comfortable. These are Carhartts, and they fit really well.
Hashtag Carhartt.
Hashtag Carhartt.
Although painting is not my favorite thing to do,
Now the big painting job begins.
it is usually the final step in any project, and there's something inherently satisfying about actually finishing what you started.
So now I can turn that fan inside on and off at any time, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice. This is the original color of the siding. And this is the new color. I'm going with the new color.
Yeah, me too. I have to go get my fall arrest gear if I'm going to be up there.
It's kind of fun to paint, isn't it, really? To see the immediate gratification kind of, take place.
Yeah?
I like it. I wish I could do it. I used to just love it.
Yeah.
Because it's a,
Let's get your arm fixed, honey.
yeah, it's immediate gratification. Well, my back's bad too, but I kind of stopped painting when I had my back issues.
You know, when we first came to Bird Island, we needed so many things at the same time. Shelter, water, power, a tool shed. That's just to name a few. And as soon as we got one project to a workable state, we immediately started on the next one. And this, as you know, left us with a whole host of unfinished projects. It had gotten to the point where, well, like you, I'm sure, I just couldn't stand it anymore. So this year we resolved to focus on knocking out some of these in-progress projects and cleaning up the homestead to a more presentable condition.
Looking good.
This is gratifying. The only thing I don't like doing is watching it dry. But other than that,
I'm applying a high-quality one-coat paint to the exterior. There are lots of solids in this paint, and since the paneling comes pre-primed, I only have to do one coat. Even so, I'll be sure to go heavy on all the seams, around the windows, and so forth. Paint is your first line of defense against moisture infiltration, so it really pays off in the long run to use the very best paint you can afford.
And then you're going to put the black trim around and that's it, eh?
I just painted the black trim so I can put it on today.
Oh boy.
So this window at least will be done.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones, I'll cut them to fit, and then I'll paint them up, and I should be able to get them on today too.
Oh, that's great. And then I guess just the back of the cabin needs to be painted.
Yeah, the
And
back has to be painted, and
The trim.
I have to do that one bit of fascia.
Mm-hmm. Are you putting fascia up on this side or no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got the cupboards to do. And is that about it?
Baseboards and window trim.
Right. Okay, good. So we're rounding the bend though, really.
Oh, we can see the finish line, honey.
Oh man. It's even closer.
Yeah.
So then the big deal is the bunker, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I'll be going full on the bunker as soon as this is done.
Are you excited about that?
I am.
It's going to be unbelievable to have a place to keep those solar batteries, to know that they're safe,
Yeah.
will not die because they'll be too cold. It's really hot out right now. And I learned a little trick the other day. If you've got a warm drink that you've just pulled out of the carton and you haven't even put it in the fridge yet, I have discovered a really good way to get it ice cold. You wet a paper towel, wrap it around your drink, and then put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. And when it comes out, it is ice cold. I love that. Ryan, do you want to try and see if this works?
Oh, sure.
So I'm just going to go and see if this little trick works, because I want to see if Ryan thinks that this is nice and chilled. This came out of the carton not long ago at all, and I want to see if it's chilly.
You may have seen us tipping back these Blue Monkey drinks before. We are big fans because we love the all-natural ingredients and refreshing taste.
It's nice and cold.
So is it really cold or no?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. So now you can take that off.
I'll leave it on because it'll continue to evaporate.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's our hack for the day.
For more hacks, like and subscribe. Ding!
Oh, brother. Really good exit. Oh, man. Okay, it's looking good. Looking really good.
Coming, eh?
It really is.
A half hour on this side, and then I've got to do the rest of the trim. Right?
Right.
But I want to go kayak fishing with you. You and me.
Okay. I'm up for it.
Maybe we'll go canoe fishing and I'll paddle. You can be in the front and I'll paddle all romantic like.
Like in Venice?
Yeah.
That would be really fun. Or I could just take the kayak out by myself.
I don't think that'd be as romantic.
It's not as romantic, but it probably would get a lot more accomplished. Nah. Really nice job. And the trim is probably going to be dried up too.
Just this one.
Yeah.
This
well,
one's ready to go.
Okay.
But that one isn't. And around the fireplace isn't.
Oh.
And then I've got this piece here on the edge, and then the one along the bottom to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which shouldn't be very difficult.
What do you think we should skirt this with? It has to be a solid skirt because remember, we're in the north, big snow, so it can't be a lattice underneath. It has to be solidly shut in, doesn't it? With the insulation here that we've got.
That's going to be under the floor.
The skirting's going to need to be done for when we come back this winter because we've got a new sled, a Polaris transporter. We call it Skidoo in our day and age.
Right.
They call it sleds nowadays,
Yeah.
you know, but it's not a sled because a sled's more like
Santa.
Santa. That's right. So you could be Santa.
I don't want to be Santa.
You don't want to be Santa?
Nope.
Oh,
Look at that. It's going to fit perfectly.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Boy, what a difference trim makes, eh?
So I'm going to do that corner trim, the vertical one that you just saw me at.
Right.
Then I'm going to put the bottom one in. And then the perimeter will be done. Then I just have to do the window and the fireplace, and this is done except for that thing up there. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that
Ooh.
because I don't have the right ladders for it.
Oh.
So I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
It might just mean clearing everything out of here and putting the ladders up this way and then just have you hold them for me.
Oh dear. That is just glassy. There are so many fish jumping. I really do think I'm going to have to head out there. Just going to water the strawberries really quick. And they need a really good drink.
You know, it's really satisfying to be able to grow your own food. And this is all new to us. I mean, we're just learning as we go. So we welcome and encourage all comments from our experienced viewers that are willing to share their knowledge and insights.
Getting a nice drink.
If you're new to our channel, this story didn't start today.
That's right. Head back to season 1 to binge all of our playlists to see how this remote island homestead began.
Every chapter of the My Wild Home experience builds on the one before it.
So grab your favorite drink and catch up on our story.
And we'll see you on the next one.